Hey guys, this is Josh here with Trillium Wild Edibles. I'm inside of my kitchen. I'm about to make myself some ice cream out of some Spicebush syrup. Alright, so you can see I've got some things laid out here. I've got a bowl that I got frozen. I put it in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes to get it nice and cold. I've got 2 beaters here that I put in the freezer as well to get them nice and cold. I've got a half gallon of whipping cream here. I've got 8 ounces of cream, actually 6 ounces of cream cheese because I've used some of it. I have a jar of Spicebush syrup that I made up recently. I got another bowl here so we can soften up our cream cheese. So without further ado, let's get started. What I like to do to soften up my cream cheese is I like to turn my oven on to 200 or 250 degrees, and then I like to put just a few ounces of cream cheese inside this glass Pyrex bowl and put that in the oven for a few minutes. And I like to do that while I'm whipping up the cream. Okay, so we've got our cream cheese into our bowl. We're just going to set that into the oven and get it softened up. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to measure myself out about 2 to 3 cups of whipping cream. It just depends. You can raise this up to 4 or 5, or you can increase this recipe to use a whole gallon if you really feel like it. We've got ourselves 3 cups of whipping cream. Alright, now one thing I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to mix it around, kind of mix the stuff up around in the bowl, and I'm going to check the peak. Alright, that's really nice. That's looking beautiful. Alright, so our cream cheese is now nice and softened, so we've got it out of the oven. We're going to take our Spicebush syrup, and we're going to mix it in with our cream cheese. And you can use anywhere from half to 3/4 to a full cup for the amount of whipping cream that I used here. And now we just want to mix this all together. And after we mix it together, because the syrup is cold, we're going to have to put it back into the oven for a bit so we can get that cream cheese nice and softened up real well. Make sure you smell it and or taste it, see if you got it where you want. And you want this to taste really sweet, because whenever it gets mixed in with the whipping cream and then frozen, it's going to be toned down quite a bit. Okay, you can see we got the cream cheese out of the oven. Now you still see these chunks in here, but they're extremely soft. I put the fork in them and they just dissolve. They just want to break apart and dissolve. That's the point we're looking for. Now if we add this directly to our whipping cream now, it's going to turn our whipping cream back into goo. So we just want to let this sit here for a couple minutes. It's not going to take long for it to cool down. Alright, so now that our cream cheese and syrup mixture is cooled down enough, go ahead and dump that directly into your bowl of whipping cream. Now we just want to take this and we just want to mix this into our whipping cream. And if you want, you can use a beater for this process. I usually don't. Alright. Now we've whipped a lot of air into this, and it's really hard to even find any chunks of cream cheese. Now at this point, you want to go ahead and take a little bit and taste it, and see what you think about the flavor, and see if you want to add more. We're not really going to have to worry much about the addition. Just go ahead and drizzle it in. I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest of this. Now the last thing we want to do is we just want to add a little bit of vanilla. We're not going for vanilla ice cream, but the vanilla will actually pick up the flavor of the Spicebush a good amount. Alright, and then at this point, all you want to do is put some aluminum foil over this, put it inside of your freezer, and then give it a stir every 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, it's been about, I don't know, 40-50 minutes or so, and the edges of the ice cream are now starting to get kind of solid and frozen up. I've already stirred this about 2 to 3 times, so it's a good idea. Just go ahead and keep stirring it. Like I said, about every 20-30 minutes or so. And this will help to keep the ice crystals really small. Okay, it's been about 6.5 hours, and our ice cream is now done. And here you can see it's got a normal consistency, a lot like normal ice cream. And it tastes a lot like normal ice cream. However, this has a Spicebush twist. And it's rather late, it's actually about 12:30 in the morning right now, so I'm not going to have very much, but I am going to serve myself up some. Oh yeah. I thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys try out this ice cream recipe, and I hope you enjoy it as well.